Good morning, students. Good morning to all. Today our commerce period. Okay. Already I told so I only will take the economics and commerce also. Okay. Already I have introduced myself, so there is no need to introducing about me now this class also. As per our group, accountancy group, the commerce is one of the major subject. Okay, the commerce is one of the major subject. Accountancy with commerce only is the major subject. Okay, so there is no more difference between the study of commerce and the economics. Okay, because the each subject also interlinked with each other. So we can say without commerce there is no economic activity. So without economic activities, there is no need of commercial activity. Have you understand what I am coming to say? Because the economic activity only will be creating the commercial activity. Okay. So without commercial activity, there is no need of economic activity. If you want to understand, so the economics refers to the production. So the commercial activity refers to the distribution and consumption. Okay. As we studied in economics, so we have studied, so the production are some of the major economic problems. What to produce, how to produce, to whom produce, or how much we have to produce. Okay. This is the basic economic problems. Okay. But okay, all the basic problems removed after the removal of all the basic problems. Some of the product is produced and some amount and everything is also decided. Okay. Now what's the problem is coming after the production of the commodity mean? So the produced commodity. So the produced commodity must have reached the hands of the consumer. Okay. So the production is created from the wants of the consumer. Okay. Because of the wants of the consumer only, so the need of production was arised. Now the product was produced. Now what's the problem? Now what task we have to take? So the produced commodity have to reach in the hands of the consumer. Okay. So after the production, how the produced commodity will going to reach in the hands of the consumer is studied by commerce. Okay. So in this area, what are the channel of distribution or how to distribute the produced commodity and in which way the product has to reach in the hands of the consumer and what are the intermediates will come into the commercial activity. Everything you will study in the commerce. Okay. And not only that, for the commercial activity, what are the agents are there and what are the sub commercial activities will come into the channel of distributor. Everything will study in the commerce only. So we can understand the economics and the commerce is interlinked machine. Okay. The movement of one activity only will be forced and moved to another activity. Okay. So without economic activity, so the commercial activity also will be decreased and the commercial activity is reduced mean, so the economic activities also will be reduced. Okay. And in this commerce we have more chapters. Okay, when we are comparing to the economics, so commerce only have more chapters, but one benefit is there, you could easily understand after understanding the economics, because so many of the subject will come in the both subject economics and commerce. Okay. And in commerce, so many of the subject already you may have studied in your previous class from the lower class also. Okay. So here also you have no need to taking the more effort. You have no need to going to the separate tuition center. Okay, if you are studying and if you are listen keenly, you could easily understand, and in the classroom itself you can study and complete the portions. Okay, and you also could more marks. So I think hereafter no need of more introduction about the commerce. Okay, because in commerce more subject is there, so it's enough. After over the reopen, so we will go the introduction. Now we will go directly to the subject. Okay. Okay, students, in our first unit, the fundamentals of business. Okay, if you want to study about the business, so we must know about the fundamentals of business. Okay, so in this first unit, the first chapter is historical background of commerce in the subcontinent, the historical background. So there is no need to study the more historical background, because we have to study how was the commercial activity was there in this ancient Tamil Nadu and ancient India and the time of Homo sapiens. Okay, have you any idea when the commercial activity was erased? Can anyone say? So after formed the human beings, or after increased the civilizations, the commercial activity was erased. Okay, because after formed the human beings, the human wants, the next second itself, the human wants may be erased. Okay, so we can say the commerce has been in practice since time immemorial. It is a part of the human life. Whether it is a king or a common man, so the commercial activity is need, right? Even in the kingdom time also, the commercial activity was happened. And not only that, so even if the system of the commerce is very much needed to all over the society, right? Okay, so after over the reopen of the school, we will go to the some introduction. It is also no need, so it will be like a history only. If you have the book, you can understand when you are reading. Okay, now we will go to the main subject. Okay, in our subject, first we can say about the barter system. Have you remember the barter system? You may have studied in your lower class also. Okay, simply you can understand barter system is goods were exchanged for goods. Goods are exchanged for goods is called as a barter system. Okay, but now we are not exchanging the goods only for the goods, because we need more money and more profit and more earnings. So now after the economic activity and the commercial activity, the barter system was vanished, and now the economic system only is existing. Okay, now we can say about the barter system. Okay, so when the barter system was erased, so when there was no invention of money, okay, or before invention of money only, the barter system was existing. Okay, because in beginning or the beginning of the civilizations, so all the peoples didn't have the money, but they were need of consuming goods. Okay, but all the people will never have the all goods. Okay, suppose if you are considering the market, the vegetable market, some of the people will be cultivated the rice, some people maybe cultivated the wheat, and some of the people may cultivated the other vegetables. Okay, but all the people need to consuming all the goods. How it was happen? How it was possible? because only it was possible of barter system. Okay, so before the invention of money, so the people was exchanged their goods and consumed the goods only by the benefit of barter system. Okay, next the barter system have to work, how the barter system have to work. If the barter system have to work, it will need certain conditions. Okay, so what are the conditions is needed to following the barter system? First one condition is each party to barter must have surplus stock for the trade. When you are going to the market for selling some of the goods, when will you go? You are cultivating some of the products. Okay, maybe the vegetable. Okay, but when will you go to the market to sell your cultivated commodity? When you have the surplus stocks. Okay, per month if you need 50 kilo rice and you have the 100 kilo rice only, you will go to the market, right? So that is means surplus stocks. Okay, those who all want to involved in this barter system, that people must have surplus stocks, then only the barter system will be worked. Okay, otherwise you can't involved in this barter system. Okay, next, both buyers and sellers should require in the goods each other disparately. That means double coincidence of wants. Double coincidence of wants mean, so the both peoples are there. So the two peoples, so we can consider that one people is buyer, one people is seller. Okay, so when you exchanged the rice and you need wheat, okay, so when two peoples must be need of some different commodities. Okay, when you have the wheat and another one of the man is need of the rice only, you could come under the barter system. Okay, when you change the rice, you will get the wheat, right? So that mean is called double coincidence of wants. The wants may be there for the two peoples, those who are involved in this barter system. Next condition is buyer and seller should meet personally to effect the exchange. Okay, but nowadays, so without meet the producer and the distributor and some of the chain of distributions, the buyer will consuming any one of the commodities what they want in the corner of the world, right? But in this barter system require the personal effect or the personal meet to affect the exchange. Okay, now the commercial activity is improved so much, but in that time when there was the barter system, so there was no any improvement. So if we needed to exchange the commodities directly to the market to a person, so the personal meet is need. Okay, so the buyer and the seller should meet personally to effect the exchange. These three condition is there only, so the barter system will be working as effectively, right? Okay, good. Okay, next, the constraints in barter system. Constraints mean some of the limitations or some of the obstacles in barter system. So even there was three good conditions. So the necessary condition we have studied, even if there is necessary conditions, some of the constraints will be arise, or some of the limitations, some of the hurdles will be arised. Okay, so what are the constraints will be there mean? Lack of double coincidence of wants. Already we have studied, the second point. So the double coincidence of wants. The both buyers and sellers should require the goods each other disparately. Okay. So unless two persons who have surplus have the demand for the goods possessed by each other. Okay. So the lack of double coincidence of ones or absence of double coincidence of ones is one of the constraints in our border system. Okay, already as I said, so the two peoples are need some of the different type of the goods. So some you can take for the example the persons A and the persons B. Okay, the A people having the surplus amount of the groundnut. Okay, and B is possessing surplus level of rice. Okay, in this case A should be in need of the rice. Okay, if he have the surplus amount of the rice only, so he can need to exchange their rice to the wheat. Otherwise, so the people B will not ready to exchange the goods with the A. He will go to the another one persons. Okay, if I said A and B, you can confuse, because I said so the two peoples are there. So the one people is need the wheat, another one of the people is need to rice. Okay, so the people, the A or B must be need of goods, the another people having their goods. So if this coincidence of wants does not exist, order system cannot take place. Okay, so the lack of double coincidence of wants is one of the constraints or one of the limitations in this order systems. Okay, even the lack of double coincidence or the absence of double coincidence also the constraints in this order system. Okay, next constraint is non-existence of common measure of value. Okay, common measure of value. Now, if you want to purchase any of the commodities, so the commodities must have some of the value. Okay, by providing the money, we can get all the commodities what we want, because all the produced commodities must have some of the value, money value. Okay, so the money value only will be determined the value of commodity. Okay, but on the time of barter system there was no measure of common value. There is no common measure of value. Now the common measure of value is money. Okay, suppose if you want to purchase any of the pen or rice or whatever commodities, every commodities also have one of the separate measure of value. Okay, but that time there was no money value, no common measure of value. Okay, because there was no invention of money. Okay, but how the common measure of value will be creating the constraint to the barter system means, we can understand by one example. Now the same example we can take. Okay, the people A, the person A and the person B. Okay, the person A have more wheat and the person B has more rice, but the price of wheat is 20 rupees, but the price of rice is 10 rupees. Okay, now the person B, those who has the rice, will not ready to exchange their goods for the person A. He has the wheat because he has more value for the wheat. Okay, normally and even on the barter system, how the value was measured mean on the basis of the demand. Okay, and the basis of the availability of commodities. Okay, suppose in our nations or in this area, one commodity is easily availability means, so their demand is will be very low, right? Suppose if any of the commodities, the demand for the commodity is very high mean, normally their value is maybe higher, right? So like that, so the demand, the base of the demand only that time, so the people would understood the value of the commodity, but there was no common measure of value. Okay, so without common measure of value, so the constant the barter system was failure to exchange the commodity from one person to another one of the persons, because the demand for the commodities may be higher, those who has the limited. Okay, so another one of the persons may be you have surplus stock, but the value of the demand for the commodities may be very low. Okay, so simply if you want to understand, there was no common measure of value. Okay, there was no money. Okay, and another one of the problem was lack of direct contact between producer and consumer. Okay, now also there is no direct contact between the producer and consumer, but even though we can understand, or we have the chance to come to know about the full details about the consumers or the producers, right? Now if you want to purchase any of the commodities, in this pack we can know all the details about the product and the producer and their industries also. Okay, but so without having any of the worry, so we can purchase, because there is so many of the court and there is so many of the organization is there. If any problem is arised after using any of the commodities, okay, but that time no facilities for this all. Okay, but in this time, if the lack of direct contact between the producer and the consumer, so the people will not purchase any the commodity as it directly. Okay, because some of the people will cultivate any of the rice or wheat or any one of the vegetables by using unwanted fertility or unwanted unwanted fertility. Okay, and not only that, that commodity, the people didn't have the knowledge to acceptable of the commodities from one place to another one of the place. Okay, so all the people who has involved in this barter system really want to meet the producer as directly. Okay, but if it is fail, so the barter system also come to fail, right? Next one is lack of surplus stocks. Already we have studied one of the conditions for the barter system to go smooth continues for the barter system is more surplus of stock. Okay, but in any way, if any of the consumer or any of the persons have the limited stock, the people will not going to meet the people to consume exchange the goods, because till you could see in our market, for example, if you are going to the market, you could see one of the event where we will go in this market mean which seller has more commodity, for them only we will go. Okay, suppose when you are going to the market, you can see more number of sellers. Okay, but you will find which seller has more surplus, more commodity. Okay, to him only you will go. Okay, so the same problem also was there in this barter system. Okay, so some of the people will cultivate and produce some little amount only. Okay, but when he has the little amount, some other party will not going to exchange the goods. Okay, so the lack of surplus stock also one of the problem in barter system. Okay, the 4 point only is the constraints of the barter systems. Okay, now we will study simply about the invention of money. Okay, so what has happened in this barter system time without having the common measure of value? So we know, so the barter system in the before the invention of money, so the exchange of good only maybe happened. Okay, but because of that, so many of the problem was arised, right? What are the problem was arised mean, the produced commodity will need some of the transport facilities and some of the market facilities and some of the time facilities. Okay, because when the time market time is just morning 9 to 10 means the seller must come to the market within the right place. Okay, and suppose if he has more surplus stock, they had to carry all the commodities in the market. Okay, then so many of the problems was there. Okay, today we will see about the, we have studied about the constants of the hindrance of commerce. First one is lack of double coincidence of ones. Next one is non-existence of common measure. Third one is lack of direct contact between producer and consumer. And last one is lack of surplus stock. Okay, okay student, today is enough. So tomorrow advance we will go to the next topic. Thank you.